are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Today we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Dublin Shamrocks and the New Orleans Saints. Ready to rock and roll, here's Jonathan Garibay. And we are underway from the Superdome. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First play's a run with Nwangwu. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On play action, they'll throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
That's pulled in at the 32. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Play action. Now it's Lance. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Looking here for Smith downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And you'd think on 3rd down he'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that throw, pretty impressive. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Lance taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes the score 7-0. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And that that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's got room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On first down, Lance. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The Saints at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them. Galvanize themselves and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lance. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. He got 29 yards that time.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Lance. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. And Lance going to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameson Williams with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. An extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is up to 8. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. So a failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete there to Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And some room to work. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Again, it's Barkley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the gun, it's Lance. Toward the pylon, caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback or running back. Usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
Remaining in this first half of football. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this time he is in. Saquon Barkley. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is up to 15 now. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during it.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. He will push his way down to about the 14. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Lance. And this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Lance. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd down. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Lance going to sneak it, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Trey Lance, as the first half is winding down, and the Saints would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Garibay, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Lance. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Here's Lance to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Ready. Black Ultra.
Lance and company going on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 11 there on 4th and 10. Didn't get it by much, but it is a first down.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
Lance now on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Lance looking to throw it. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 3. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Saints are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's going to let it go again. This is caught inside the 15. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
2nd down and goal. Lance being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Trey Lance, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think?
There he goes, right side, the 20, and all the way in for the touchdown. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked to his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over them as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, 5. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Ready? Now a play fake. Lance. This one is caught. It's Moore. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards on the play.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice the game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On play action, Lance. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking up play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Lance looks to throw again. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Garibay's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this part of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Play action. Now it's Lance. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off of play action, here's Lance. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
On first down, Lance. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
And that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Lance now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he will get into the end touchdown. This thing is ugly. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a reach. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Now, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a